People are so concerned about preparedness, stockpiling, hoarding, buying the latest, coolest shit. Pero at the end of the day, if anything happens, will you be ready for it? Where will you be? Yun yung point ko palagi. A stockpile is something that takes up space and will most definitely weigh something. So mabigat yun. Unless you had an off-road vehicle or a truck to carry around your stockpile, I don't think there's any way you can get to it in time. What if may mangyari sa inyo in the office? What if may mangyari sa inyo when you're abroad? Simply put, what if something happens na hindi nyo dala yung stockpile nyo? Where will you be? What will you have on you? Paano na? What if something happens right here, right now? What will I be stuck with? I guess on this trip, sinamantala ko na yung pagkakataon. See if I can actually get by with a few pieces of equipment. I've always put an emphasis on your EDC. I've always put an emphasis on EDC. Why? Because kung ganun nga na nangyari or merong mga pangyayari na wala ka, malayo ka sa mga stockpile mo, malayo ka sa mga cool shit mo, paano ka na lang? At least, if you have an EDC or an EDS system on you most of the time or 90% at least of the time, then maybe, just maybe, combine that with common sense, which is not so common anymore, you just might get by. As an example, I'm here somewhere and what do I have on me? To start with, folding blade. The smallest, most compact outdoor Swiss Army knife. In addition, I also have a AA flashlight. And just because we're hiking, meron akong daladalang belt knife. And like I always say, it's not enough to be prepared. Maaring meron kang gamit, pero nasan yung gamit mo? That's preparedness. Meron kang gamit, pero hindi mo hawak. Readiness is when your equipment, your cool shit, is in your hands. Yun dapat yun. But if it's merely stockpiled somewhere, kept in a bunker, kept in a safe house, kept in your bug out location, I'm sorry, that's quite useless. Huwag na nating asahan. And being ready means you accept that reality that if anything happens, you might not have all those cool stuff on you. Kaya nga dapat ang dinidevelop natin sa ngayon, yung mindset of readiness, not necessarily of preparedness. Preparedness is just buying the stuff that you need, probably taking classes, learning skills. Even if you learn a skill, for example, CPR, even if you know all the ins and outs of CPR, if you've never done it, if you're not ready to do it, kung nagkaroon ka ng takot or something, nagkaroon ka ng hesitation, then you're not ready. You're merely prepared. Yun yung malaking difference doon. Being ready means if you're called upon to do it, you do it. So maybe let's be realistic in our preparations. This is for people who really don't have the budget. Huwag kayong masyadong bumili. Get good quality stuff. At least one of each. A good knife, a good flashlight, and work with it. Keep it with you all the time. Hindi yung bili ka ng bili ng marami, you're practicing duplicity, you're practicing the backup, redundancy, pero yung lahat ng redundancy mo nasa bahay, useless pa rin. Have something that's on you almost 24/7 if it's at all possible. Yun ang readiness. And that's the big difference. That will make the biggest difference of all. When you're ready to use your equipment, when you're ready to use that skill, that's readiness. That's what you should be aiming for. Hindi lang yung preparedness, prepping. That's been the long and the short of it. This has been Absabando for Manila Sentinel. Raw. Be ready.